We're going to begin with breaking news overnight. A suspect in the killing of a supporter of a far-right group in Portland over the weekend is dead today. U.S. Marshals say that 48-year-old Michael Reinhold pulled a gun on them as members of a task force tried to arrest him in Lacey, Washington last night, and officers opened fire. Reinhold had strongly suggested that he was the one responsible for a crime. In a TV interview, he said he felt he had no choice.
His victim, Aaron J. Danielson, was linked to an ultra-conservative group, Patriot Prayer. Members of that group say that's why he was killed late Saturday night. Lilia Luciano is in Portland, which is nearing 100 days of protest. Lilia, how are things there now?
Good morning to you, Anthony. For months, the area around this federal courthouse has been ground zero for Portland protesters. And look, most protests have been peaceful, but now something changed. Right-wing protester was killed last weekend, and that resulted in the police shooting and killing of a left-leaning suspect. And this is all happening as organizers on both sides are planning on a big turnaround throughout the entire holiday weekend as we mark the 100 days of protests here. CBS News has learned that Michael Reinhold, seen here in cell phone video after being shot, was located by the FBI in Lacey, Washington, less than 50 miles southwest of Seattle, as marshals tried to apprehend him. Law enforcement officials say Reinhold pulled a gun and he was shot and killed by at least one officer on the scene. Reinhold was a suspect in Saturday night's shooting death of Aaron J. Danielson, who was part of the right-wing group Patriot Prayer. Joey Gibson, the group's founder, says Danielson was targeted.
They don't know who Jay is. They didn't kill him as an individual. They didn't kill him because of something he did.
It felt like the beginning of a war.
Shortly before his death was reported, Reinhold appeared on Vice News Tonight and said he opposed the right-wing protest in Portland and was forced to shoot in self-defense.
You feel that it was totally justified?
Totally justified. Had I not acted, I am confident that my friend and I'm sure I would have been killed.
After the Vice interview aired, President Trump tweeted, "Why aren't the Portland police arresting the cold-blooded killer of Aaron J. Danielson? Do your job and do it fast." There have been nightly demonstrations in the city since May. They've been limited to 10 locations in Portland, mainly government buildings.
We were out here because we were mad. We were out here because of a built-up frustration of 400 years of Black people being oppressed by a systematically racist system.
Alasia Atkins has helped organize the protest in response to the death of George Floyd. The group wants criminal justice reform and substantial police budget cuts. Some have used the protest to incite violence, which Atkins has decried.
Do that in the name of Black Lives Matter. You're not for us. You're fully against us because you're doing things that we're going to be fully held accountable for.
After Reinhold's death was reported, the founder of Patriot Prayer went on Instagram and claimed that he believes the suspect is only one of a dozen people involved in his friend's killing and is calling on his followers to not rest until everybody he believes was involved is brought to justice. Tony?
Still a lot of questions. Lilia, thank you very much.